It's a known fact of life. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Same thing applies to the business world. If you want your business to be successful, you need to have a business plan. And if you want funding from investors or from the bank, you need to present what is known as a business plan. So in this video, we're going to take you step by step on how to write a successful business plan. So stay tuned as we dive into it. Welcome to my channel. I'm Buncham here. It's been a while since I stood in front of the camera to record a video. But hi, and thank you for having attained 1,100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Now the road is to 1,200 subscribers. So if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button so that we push to 120. And yeah, later on in the video, if you're still watching, please remember also to like the video. So without further ado, let's just dive into the steps on how to write a business plan.
But first and first, what is a business plan? Simply put, a business plan is a roadmap of your business, where you are and where you intend to go, and how you intend to go there. That is simply what a business plan is.
Of course, when it comes to business plan, you have different institutions giving you different directions or different guidelines on how to write a business plan. But in this video, I'll just give you those several things that I expected to be found in a business plan. And number one is an executive summary. I'll explain later what an executive summary is. Number two, you need to compile a business description. Number three, you need to do market research. You need to have in your business plan market research. Number four, you need to conduct a competitive analysis. I'm actually reading so that I don't skip a step. Number five will be to describe your products or your services. Number six, develop a marketing and sales strategy. Number seven, compile your business financials. And number eight, describe your organization and management. Number nine, explain your funding request. Yeah, so those are the 9 components that we're going to look at in this video. So step number one is an executive summary. So just like the name suggests, an executive summary really summarizes your business plan right up in its entirety. It's something that you need to write at the end of all your business plan right up. But obviously it comes first. It's among the first pages of your business plan. Now, this is it's a very critical component in a business plan, because the potential investors will actually read it first, and then that can be a deciding factor whether to continue reading your business plan in its entirety, or to just put it aside and refuse to fund your business. So with the executive summary, what has to be composed there, probably have your mission there, stating what you do, why you do it, and then of course have what your business is all about and what you're bringing on the table, what's new, how your business is different from the other business that are already in the market. And last but not least, your financials. Have summarized your financials, how much you're investing in, how much, when you intend to break even, and when do you project that you'll start making profit. And make sure that your financials are sound. Don't just take numbers and lump them. Remember, an executive summary, 1 to 2 page is good enough to go. Just have these 3 components: your mission, why you are there, convince the potential funders why they should fund your business, why is it different, and the like. But doing so in summary, and obviously your financials. Yeah, step number 1, executive summary. So at number 2, compose your company description. Here you are at liberty now you're not restricted as in the executive summary. So tell us the mission of your business. Why do you exist? That has to be written down. Please do your research in terms of how to write a captivating mission statement. You don't need to invent a new wheel. Just look through different company missions and then just customize it to your company. And then have company objectives. What do you intend to do? How do you intend to achieve it? yeah, what are the objectives? What are your company objectives? What do you intend to achieve? Yeah, and then also give us a history of the business or the company that you're starting. When did you start? When are you starting it, or when do you intend to start it, or when did you, if it's already an existing business, when did you start it, and how many people have you employed, and where are you located? Stuff like that. Describe the company and the business plan. That's step number two.
At number three, we are looking at conducting a market research. Now, this one is critical because it can either break or make your business. Your business can be successful or unsuccessful, depending on the market research that you have carried out or the market research that you have decided not to do. So when you're looking at the market research, what the determining factor is the type of the business that you have identified. Obviously, there's a need that you want to answer to. So if, for instance, if you take a big shop like Edgar's one of those expensive shops, and if you want to franchise Edgar's, obviously you can't take it and put it in a rural settings because in the first place the the clothes are just too expensive for people in the rural area to be able to afford. But if you take the same shop and you put it in a city, yes, you have a target audience that can buy your product. Yeah. So the other thing that you need also to factor in when you're looking at the market research is actually the population wise, because more traffic means that you'll be generating more money. So you want to also factor in the population to your advantage, because there's no point again of taking like a big supermarket and placing it in a community where there are just few people, because you're going to run at a loss. So market research is very, very critical for as a determining factor, and you need to write it in such a way that it's convincing to your potential investors. Yeah. And the other thing that you also need to factor in is the location of the business. Obviously, if you take, for instance, if you take a cafe, you can't take a cafe and put it in a or build it in a rural area and expect to generate some income, because in rural area we are not used to cafe. If it's a tea that I want, I'd rather do it at home. But if you take the same cafe and place it in a city, then you have a target market there. So yes, consider the location as well. That has to be clearly stipulated in your business plan.
So step number four is to actually conduct a competitive analysis. If you go back to the cafe scenario, if you also want to establish a cafe in a city, how will your cafe be different from all other cafes that are in the cities? So do your competitive analysis. Competition is good. It's only bad if you don't. In actual fact, it fosters growth in all companies. Yeah, if a company does not grow, know that it's bound to fail. So competition is good. Do your competitive analysis, and the other thing is also try to find out where your competitors are marketing their products, so that you can also, get in the game as well as so that you can also get the customers to your business, and also study their customer service. How are they serving their customers? How can you be different? If they don't do home delivery, probably you introduce home delivery in your cafe to outsmart your competitor. That's business. That's the business world, yeah. And also look at how they put their sales and their selling strategy, the prices, the price range. If they're selling at 10.50, do you also want to sell at 10.50? Are you going to make profit if you sell at 10.50? Do they sell at 10.50 because it's a franchise and they are known and when you're starting? So those are some of the things that you need to also factor in when you're doing your competitive analysis, because at the end of the day, you want your business to be successful. You want to make profit. Yeah. So yeah, number three, conduct a competitive analysis. So number five, that will be to describe your product or your service. Now here we want to have to know and learn what your business is all about, and or your the product or service that you're offering is all about, and you need to go into detail here, and so that we all in the in the loop of what I'm saying, so that we all, as if I'm an investor. But hey, one day I'll be an investor. But yeah, you need to describe your product, describe your service. So don't leave anything to our the guesses. Just ensure that you have enough information that at the end of the day, when that business plan is being read, people will understand what you intend to offer. Yeah. So that is step number 5. So number 6, that will be develop a marketing strategy and sales strategy. This one is very, very critical because either for you to be successful, you need to sell. And the more you sell, the more you generate income or the profit, the more the business generate a profit. So it's very, very important for you to have, people should know the value of the product or the service that you offer so that they can buy. So there's a video that I did also on how to start a business. I'll put it somewhere here where I emphasize that it's very, very important, especially when now we're creating a business plan to give to the funders, that you're not the accountant of the business, you're not the CEO, you're not the salesperson, you're not the driver. Don't be everything to a business if the business is big enough to accommodate different portfolios. Ensure that there are those portfolios, a marketer, a sales marketer. If you work in a lab or if you work wherever you work and you are not trained in marketing, it's rather you have somebody who's trained for marketing to take this up for you. Yeah. So in a business plan, you need to include how you're going to market, because at the end of the day, if somebody is investing in your business, they need to know how you're going to keep up the business, because they need also to have their money back, the money that they invested in you. And not only their money back, they also need to have profit from the business that from the investment that they are making. Yeah. So that's number 6, develop a marketing and sales strategy. Hey, if you're still watching, we are now on the road to 1,200. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do consider to subscribe as well. And I really appreciate it if this video can just have 100 likes. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Please push it by hitting that like button so that at least I can have 100 likes. It helps me, it helps my channel to grow, and thank you if you're still watching. So we are going to now step number 7, that is compile your business financials. I'm looking down because I've written, I don't want to deviate. Yeah. So the thing with compiling your business financials, it's well known that sometimes you're just starting up, you don't have any financial to show up. That's fine. But what you can have in a business plan is your projections. And here, if you're not an accountant, please don't just put numbers there to impress the investors, because investors, they know these things. They have dealt with so many businesses, so they can see when the numbers are just a projection. They are not really the what is going to happen, what is going to transpire. Like you can say that in the first month you're going to make a profit of 100,000. You know, especially if you have gotten funding from banks, from just investors, because the reality of the matter is they will inject a lot of money in your business, and that money that you're getting in the first month, you need to be paying back, so you can't say that it's a profit, you see. So the numbers need to be as realistic as possible. But then if you already have businesses, obviously you probably have accountants. Make sure that the numbers, they make sense. And even your projections, they need to be, don't overestimate. I think that's the essence. Don't overestimate such that you force your business plan to not be approved because of your false numbers. Yeah. So that's number 7, compile your business financials. So number 8, I mentioned this earlier on, like you need to describe organization and management. Don't be everything for your business. Yes, you like your business, but ultimately have different portfolios. There are people that are trained to do, like accountant. If you're not an accountant, but you just have you are the business owner, be the business owner, but have somebody who is trained to do accounts, do that accounting facet here. So this has to be clearly defined in a business plan, because at the end of the day, you want to convince investors to actually be part be part of your funders. Yeah, they say that. Yes. Yeah. So describe the organization and management has to be clear. You have the CEO, you have what, you have what. Yeah. So that's step number 8. Okay, number 9, explain your funding request. Why do you need such amount? And it has to be tabulated in such a way that the investors can see how you intend to use the money that you're asking for. And number 10, compile an appendix of all official documents. Yeah, that will accompany your business plan. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 10 steps of when you want to 10 steps to writing a successful business plan. And remember, this is just a skeletal summary of the steps. And when now you're going into it, please make sure that you also get other information to really beef what you've seen here up, because it's not exhaustive, but it's just to give you a guideline. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.